only on Kiwi.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
The Academy Cinema's Pick of the Week with John Henderson.
I started to panic about a month or two ago, thinking, is it just a kind of an ego thing to get all these people in? And then somebody said, why wouldn't you?
The Sun Came Out is the film we're looking at today with John Henderson, the film review, the Academy Pick of the Week. G'day there, John.
Good morning, Wammo.
What is this one about?
Okay, well, just picture this for a minute. Take your mind to a safe and quiet place. You get an invitation from one of New Zealand's music royalty to hang out and collaborate on a charity album for Oxfam. You can bring your whole family along with you. Make full use of the Batch at Piha, the 3 state-of-the-art recording studios in central Auckland. Only brief as you must bring some original music with you and be prepared to have fun along the way.
Sold.
That is the premise of this doco. And it was also sold to some of the guys from Wilco, Radiohead, Johnny Marr, Tom McGlashan's there, Vic Runga, Katie Tunzel. It's all about the music, this documentary, and it's really awesome.
Now, some people might, of course, remember this when the actual concert series happened. What was it called? Worlds Collide or something?
That's yeah. It was the 7 Worlds Collide, and the collaborative effort culminated in an album and a series of gigs, all proceeds going to Oxfam. So it's really good fly-on-the-wall documentary. It's got a really nice, wonderful, sort of relaxed feel to it. It's interesting seeing how the musos actually get on with writing their songs.
Yeah.
Some of them are quite honest when they're talking to the camera. They're going, look, I haven't got anything yet. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for another walk on the Piha beach and go and stand in the gap for a while and see if I get inspired. But they do. They put it together and they pull it off. And the neat thing about this documentary is the sound quality is superb. You actually get to see some of the finished songs, well, most of them actually, from the gigs at the power station, interspliced with shots of the musicians working on those songs and actually just creating them from nothing. So I suppose you could say it is a bit of a, well, if you want to know how to write a song sort of in a nerdy sort of a muso way, then this is a good one to see because they make it look so damn easy.
And quite good that the documentary makers were there to record what was going on here. There's a lot of foresight to actually say, okay, well, obviously it's going to be an album at some point, but let's get the behind the scenes of this as well.
Yeah, and you know, I've seen a bit of this now, and I mean, Peter Jackson's a master. Well, Sir Peter Jackson's a master at that kind of thing, but he usually ends up turning it into almost as big a budget feature as his movies. And I think he made more money out of selling his "This Is How We Made King Kong" than he did from King Kong.
Yeah.
And this certainly is nothing like that. They haven't set out to make the documentary as sort of a side promo for the Oxfam gigs. It's more of a, well, we had a lot of fun along the way, and this is what we did, and yeah, come along and see it if you'd like to know what it was all about. And probably if you went to any of the gigs, you'd enjoy just going along and seeing this to relive some of the good times.
And what did you think of some of the musicians featured in it?
I was surprised at how down to earth they all were, and I think that, you know, hats off to Neil and Sharon Finn, because he was the only brief that the musos had was they had to have some original music, and he was more of a guiding hand than a demanding taskmaster.
Yeah.
I would have thought that some of these very individualistic artists would be a bit like herding cats. And yet they all have such a great time. I mean, they all brought their families out, and so often during the documentary there's half a dozen under five sort of running about causing chaos. But I think it's just got that whole sort of 3-week extended beach party sort of atmosphere flowing throughout. And I think it just mellowed everybody. There's certainly no sort of big swinging ticks or well, you know, I'm a diva, so I do it my way and stuff the rest of the years. Everyone looks really pretty cool.
Does it make you wish you'd gone to the gigs?
Yeah, and it also makes me absolutely envious of how talented these guys are, because they're in these recording studios. The drummer from Wilco just picked up a guitar and starts drumming along, then the guitarist from Radiohead starts playing on the keyboards, and they can pretty much pick up any instrument. It's just unbelievable. I guess that's why they are world famous, because they're that damn good.
Cool, and when's it kicking off at the Academy in Auckland?
It's playing now.
Okay,
so
cool.
I think it's on a couple of times a day. I think we've got a little bit of a nighttime session, I think 7 o'clock, something like that. So yeah, it's absolutely worth checking out.
Cool, The Sun Came Out is the name of the documentary screening at the Academy Cinema. Thanks so much, John Henderson, for your thoughts on it. Catch you in See ya.
It's been amazing. Exceeded my expectations, which were pretty high to begin with. You end up doing things you just wouldn't expect to do, and actually do it with best musicians in the world.
Probably one of the most extraordinary musical experiences of my life, really. If not the most.